Who here on YouTube came to see the NCP, the All Black Express? Survey says one more for the good guys. Now, since I don't feel like talking about AEW's Dynamite this week, and I watched it, I'm like, man, this shit's boring. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, I review Wrestle Dream this weekend on Saturday, I believe. Well, I'm just like, man, like, there's hardly nothing going in this company that has me invested. You know what I mean? To be honest, like, I'm not really feeling Hangman as champion. You know, I'm happy he got to be champion, like beating Moxley, but I'm like, him being champion ain't doing it for me. They're hurt Syndicate's jobbing out to the gates of Ricochet. They keep putting the best in the world, Jamie Hayter, on Collision. So I really don't care outside of Chris Stacklander being champion. And I see the picture circulating about Willow Nightingale. I mean, she's been a voluptuous woman. Like, y'all just not realizing that? Like, come on, man. Alright, but I did hear about Kota Ibushi, the Golden Star himself, getting injured yet again. Alright, and that's primarily what this video is about. Because I believe it's time for him to retire. Just like I see the Dudley Boys retired this year at Bound for Glory, I think it's time for him to hang up them boots. Alright, now I know he did recently just re-sign, crazy enough, back in August. So he's still going to be all elite up until 2027. Right, now, I seen what happened. I seen a video at the Collision taping, got a match. It was a tag team match, or just a match against Josh Alexander. Josh had him on his shoulders. He fell, fractured his femur. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Alright? Doctor said it's going to take at least a full year for him to recover. At least 2 years for him to actually be able to wrestle in the ring again. Now, primarily, the main reason I want Kota Ibushi to retire is because look at his record here in AEW. Alright, he signed back in 2023, right? It's now 2025, and he has only wrestled 8 matches. That's correct. Only 8 matches. Alright, he has a 1-loss record, 3 wins, 5 losses, 9 appearances total. We're at like 8 matches and 2 years. Come on, man. And they resigned. Like, why? Alright, you think, I guess Khanman believes he could get that 2019-2020 Kota Ibushi back, man. It ain't gonna happen. Right? At that time, Kota Ibushi was one of the best to do it. Alright? You could argue he was the best wrestler in the world at that time. Dude was going off. Alright? But now the dude's like, what, 43? What's going on 44 now? He's sustained a few injuries throughout his career, and I know he's being optimistic about returning, exceeding the expectations of his recovery. Like, what's he gonna do? Get some Joe Rogan stem cells? Like, I know if anybody could do it, it's him, but for what? That's my question. For what, man? Like, you've done all there is to do. Alright, I got to see Kota Ibushi become the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, beating my favorite, Tatsuya Naito, at Wrestle Kingdom 15. Like, you can take a look at some of the matches this dude has had in his career. His match against Kazuchika Okada, Wrestle Kingdom 14. His match against Tanahashi, Power Struggle, 2017. The war, the absolute war he had with Minoru Suzuki at, what was it, G1 Climax 30? I think that's the same year he got that match with Taichi. If I'm not mistaken, we're like kicking the shit out of each other. I think that's that same one. Pretty sure, trying to go from memory here. He had an underrated match with Ishii at was a G1 24, G1 Climax. The Cruiserweight Classic. Right, he was pretty much the MVP. I don't know why they never brought it back, to be honest. I still remember his matches with Cedric Alexander and what was it? Spanky. Yeah. So I remember he hit a burning hammer on him and Kota kicked out at 2. Yep, I think that was that match. Pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know. And I know his name's Brian Kendrick, but call him Spanky's hilarious. Alright, and this is the same guy in Kota Ibushi that made Kenny Omega insecure. As he should be, because Kenny Omega in his prime still isn't as good as Kota Ibushi in his prime. And that's a fact. At least to me, that's what I believe. You know, people have their opinions, but I believe Kota Ibushi is better in that ring than Kenny Omega ever was. But let's say he does come back in like a year and a half, maybe, right? What do you do then? You know? I mean, at that point, maybe they could do Ibushi versus Konosuke, I guess, you know, for the one time here in AEW, but I don't know, man. I mean, even then, I'll be worried that he might get injured again. And I am aware that he had visa issues just like Pac did. Alright, I'm aware of all this. But at the same time, I'm like, man, there's something more for him to prove. He's done it all. Alright? I don't see him becoming an AEW World Heavyweight Champion. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure Khan would love to put the title on him, but I don't see it happening. You know what I mean? Like, again, I got CMB IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. I'm good. I've seen him at multiple Wrestle Kingdoms. Like, he did his thing. You know what I mean? Kota Ibushi is going to go down as one of the best to do it in New Japan. This is kind of reminiscent to all people that are telling Bryan Danielson to retire. You know what I mean? And then he actually did. So I think it's the same situation here for Kota Ibushi, man. It's like, bruv, like, this quit while you're ahead. You know, we see the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's retiring next year because he wants to be able to move. And I don't blame him one bit. I think he wants to be able to wake up and not be in complete agonizing pain when he wakes up in the morning. I mean, like, I remember Maven was talking about that, and I was pain easing. So if AJ Styles could prevent that from happening, then by all means. But as far as Kota Ibushi, man, you know, I do wish him a speedy recovery. I've always liked Kota Ibushi over the years. You know, I've never cared for the sus tag team of the Golden Lovers with Kenny Omega. Never cared for them. Not my cup of tea. But I've always liked Kota Ibushi. And once again, I do wish him a speedy recovery. Maybe it won't take him a full 2 years for him to actually be back in the ring. And you know it will be hilarious? If Khan re-signs him in 2027. I'm like, bruv, at that point, you're just wasting your money. I mean, good for Kota, you know, for getting all the money he can from this dude. But as a promoter or booker, I'm looking at the standpoint of, why am I signing this dude if he can't perform? But I digress, and that's all I gotta say about this shite. So now I want to hear from you guys. Alright, how do you guys feel about Kota Ibushi? Do you think that he still could go? And that he could put on banger after banger after banger when he gets back? Or do you think he should hang up them boots because
you're done, you're washed, it's over?
Y'all let me know. Alright? So if you made it this far, first off, thank you. And let me know. Alright? To the people who listen to my videos in its entirety, let me know so I can shout you out. Right? That means a lot to me. Alright? You got all these podcasters out here. You got people, they got congregations, nations, big ass familias and armies and all this shit. Like, all I got is this little ass fucking bingo hall. The No Chill bingo hall. That's all I got for right now. And I'm grateful for that. Right? So let me know. Thank you to the people who are still here, who still subbed to the channel, that like and comment. Best thing you can do for my videos, because the algorithms are not doing what they're supposed to do. Or at least not consistently. This shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me, and probably never will. So, for now, I wasted enough of your guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, the loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. But most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. All right. Until next time, adios.